Hi there, I'm Cole Hornaday, and this is Ask the Panel Jumper. And this is my pal, Hisei Godzilla from the 70s era. With the recent release of the Gareth Edwards film, I wanted to revisit an idea that I spent some time with back when Jurassic Park came out. I was just cresting in my interest in Godzilla. The new wave of Godzilla films in the 90s was coming out of Japan, and I was spending way too much money on VHS bootlegs that were neither dubbed nor subtitled in English, and I hadn't the foggiest clue what was going on in them. But I did start putting some thought to how one watches a Godzilla movie. I mean, growing up with Godzilla movies, we always knew that they were men in suits, you know. And it was always we would project some kind of joy onto imagining ourselves being in the rubber suit and stomping on the cities. And when Jurassic Park came out, I don't think I saw a film that better captured a reality. I really believed those dinosaurs were real. And here I am watching these Godzilla films, and here I am watching Jurassic Park. Clearly, American audiences are very devoted to their sense of realism in their films. And I don't think that Japanese audiences are so invested. And I started looking at the traditions of Japanese theater. Japanese theater, in particular traditions of No, Kabuki, and Bunraku puppetry, they really are all about the symbols. They're not literal images. And Godzilla is not necessarily a literal image. So I posit this. Do you think that people in Japan watch the original Godzilla films the way they do Bunraku, No, and Kabuki theater? Well, with the Gareth Edwards film, definitely not. We're watching Godzilla the way we watch Jurassic Park. We want the reality, we want our real monsters, and we want to believe they're there. And it's really fun. But the theater's kind of lost. Something to think about. I'm Cole Hornaday. If you disagree with me, by all means, hit me up. You can find us on our YouTube channel, Facebook, or send us a tweet at the Panel Jumper. Though he's not been a big part of comics culture, Godzilla has always been a presence in comic books. In fact, in 1977, Marvel printed one of the first American Godzilla comic books, written by Doug Moench and drawn by Herb Trimpe and among other artists, where he figured into the Marvel Universe. He fought the Avengers, he fought the Champions, but most of all, he was up against the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Marvel lost the rights to the licensing rights to produce Godzilla, and that fell up to Dark Horse Comics. And there were a series of pretty cool Dark Horse comics, and it's actually some very interesting stories. One thing about Godzilla stories is, yeah, it's really fun to watch them stomping on buildings and beating up other monsters. But one of the things that the Gareth Edwards film captured rather well is the human aspect of dealing with this giant monster. And Dark Horse Comics did a really terrific job of that. And I do believe that the follow-up comics featured I do believe that the follow-up comics from IDW are doing very much the same. This is my Godzilla comic that I bought when I was 12 years old from a dime store in, I believe, Molalla, Oregon. And trust me, it shows it.